Now to graphic testimony from a woman who says a police officer sexually assaulted her in her own home after she called 911 for help. 7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich is live in downtown with the latest.
Jeff, the victim says that this alleged assault, the majority of it, happened next to her sleeping child. Detroit police officer Dion Nunley sits at the defense table looking down at the ground while listening to the victim describe in detail how she says Nunley made her massage his private parts, even though she told him to stop.
His pants are still on. It was just his uniform, and my hands is just rubbing his private area.
The alleged assault happened last October when Officer Nunley and his partner responded to a domestic dispute between the victim and her boyfriend.
How did that make you feel?
Disbelief.
The victim says she was showing Officer Nunley where her boyfriend damaged the upstairs when Officer Nunley grabbed her wrists and forced her to touch him and told her to like it.
Act like I enjoy it, act like I like it, do it like I enjoy it.
Okay. How did that make you feel?
Disgusting.
The two were only inches from her 6-year-old son sleeping in her bed. Nunley's partner was downstairs questioning the victim's boyfriend.
Then he would whisper to me, and then he would tell me to shut up and be quiet and don't say anything.
The victim says at one point her 6-year-old son woke up.
He wakes up and he tells my son to go back to sleep now, go back to sleep.
The victim says her and Officer Nunley went back downstairs, and then he made her go back upstairs, and that's when the two really struggled.
He pulls my shirt up, and I'm just telling him to stop, and he's telling me to be quiet.
The defense attorney tried to discredit the victim because she didn't tell anyone of the assault until later and didn't tell police until the next day.
You understood that another officer was downstairs, badge and gun. You understood that, right?
Yes.
You understood your boyfriend, whose house you were living in, was downstairs. You understood that, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. But you chose not to speak in a voice level where someone can hear you downstairs. You chose not to do that.
And we tried to speak with Officer Nunley and his attorney after court. They refused. They will be back in court in May. Live from downtown Detroit, Julie Bonovich, 7 Action News.
Thank you, Julie. Now to an update on our lead story.